Alright everyone, so I'm back again with yet another trailer breakdown, and this time is for Justice League Gods and Monsters Chronicles, the prequel Machinima exclusive series that will be, the prequel to the Justice League Gods and Monsters film. Yes, that's right, the movie is getting a prequel, and right off the bat the trailer hits you with exactly what you want to see. That is Bruce Timm, the mastermind behind the whole DC animated universe. You love him, I love him, we all love him, and he introduces the film. This has really been a brainchild of his. This is something he's been working on for a really long time, and he gets to introduce it. Definitely this trailer putting its best foot forward. And the next clip we get a nice look at the city itself. And it's not as dark and gloomy and not as dystopian as you might think. There is some sunlight, there's a lot of smoke. I mean, it's not great, but it's not horrible at the same time. Next up, we get a look at the Planet News. So I guess maybe the Daily Planet isn't a paper in this alternate reality, but it is a news station, which is pretty cool, and I can only assume that that's Lois there. From there, we head on over to the White House and President Amanda Waller and her cabinet. They're really worried right now because of the Brainiac threat. Yep, Brainiac exists in this world too, but as we're going to see later on, Brainiac just so happens to be a little bit different. We get a big old explosion in the city, no doubt caused by Brainiac. Man, they're definitely not holding back on the destruction on this one. It just looks good. I don't know if I've said this before, but the animation on this one just looks really, really good. We get another look at President Amanda Waller, backed up by who I can only assume is Dr. Moon. Dr. Moon was a character who showed up a lot in the DC animated universe. He's a lesser-known character, but he definitely has the shades look going on, and he has a lot of the same mannerisms as Dr. Moon. He was part of Cadmus back in the Justice League animated series, which was also from Bruce Timm, and this is from Bruce Timm, so I can only assume there's a bit of a connection, correlation going on there. From there, we have our Superman, or should I say our Zod Man, because he is Zod. This movie has a great all-star cast going on here. We got Benjamin Bratt doing his voice, at least I assume it's Benjamin Bratt. Yeah, it was totally Benjamin Bratt. Bratt, of course, you may remember from his great work on Law & Order, which is another show that I really love and I'm really nerdy about. He hasn't exactly had the best track record with Warner Brothers and DC properties. He was Detective Tom Lone in the Catwoman movie, if you remember that, and if you don't remember it, I don't blame you at all. Further on from there, we get a look at our Wonder Woman of the piece, only of course she's not Wonder Woman, she's one of the concubines of Orion. And as we see here, it looks like she will be having a relationship with what I can only assume is the Steve Trevor character, the military man. Which is interesting because other trailers seem to imply that she was in a relationship with the Superman of this world. I got a little bit of love triangle-ness going on there. We head on over to a giant robot, which I can only assume is this world's Brainiac, which is interesting because this is a feminine robot. So isn't that an interesting take, that Brainiac seems to have been created on Earth and been created in the image of a woman? Then again, I could be totally wrong, and this maybe isn't Brainiac, maybe it's friggin', I don't know, a robotic version of Giant Woman? Could be anything. Actually, the whole design with the headpiece and everything looks a little bit like Danger from the X-Men or Joe Costa from Iron Man. Yeah, I know that's Marvel and everything, but still, just from a design point of view. Moving on a little further, and we see our Batman of the piece, voiced by freaking Dexter himself, dealing with this world's Harley Quinn, whose costume is quite interesting because it's kind of like, it's the New 52 version mostly, where, it's all lacy and revealing and whatnot. But she's not, like, pale from head to toe. She clearly has a makeup job going on. And it looks very Hot Topic, very Nightmare Before Christmas. I couldn't look at this and not think of Jack Skellington when I looked at her face. And clearly violence is going to be in no short supply. This Harley is definitely crazy. That much is certain. And she comes at our Batman with a freaking chainsaw, after what looks like having killed or jokerized an entire family. And from there, the trailer closes out and just boom, big explosion. Superman's there at Ground Zero, but he's ready to fight it head on, whatever it may be. And yeah, that is Justice League Gods and Monsters Chronicles, which will be premiering on Machinima tomorrow, actually. June 8th, so it comes out very, very soon. I can't wait for it. I will surely be covering it here or on the Comic Book Cast 2 channel. We haven't worked that out yet, but I'm going to be doing it either way. I hope you enjoyed this little breakdown. In the comment section down below, what are you expecting of this Justice League Gods and Monsters multimedia event, because it really is a multimedia event. We got this coming tomorrow, we've got the full movie being released July 28th, and then there's also prequel comics too coming out at some point in the future. So, until next time, everybody.